Bro Joe Builds, and today, from what you last seen, the cam's in it, and the damper's in it. Got some of the front end together. Now we just gonna pop the intake manifold on. I'll have to show you how I cleared some rockers, and then hopefully for tomorrow everything's ready for the complete final assembly. So I'll pop this intake manifold on here, and then we'll hop over to the rockers. All right, I got the intake manifold in place, and while I'm here, I thought of a tip to give and to pass along. Let me see if I turn the light on, because you're gonna have to. Um, you're gonna have to see this. There you go. Okay, so most intake manifolds have one, you have to either open up the bolt holes a little bit to get proper alignment, or they already have some alignment built into it, like adjustment, like uh the bolts don't fit perfectly is my point. And right now all the bolts are in right now, and look how far I could shift this intake manifold right now. Hold on, that's one way. You see that? So don't just throw your intake manifold on there. Put your intake manifold on, drop everything in the process, and then you want to look into the port, both in the front and the back. See, right now I have a real big ledge right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll throw my phone into the port. Well, you barely can see that. I'm sorry, but there's a ledge. Oh, there you go. There's a ledge there. Now, if I slide this intake manifold back, whoop, see what happened? That ledge disappeared. And I go back here, and you should see the light down here. Now I have a ledge in the back. So right now my goal, now I'll back this out, is to center the intake manifold the best I can, so I don't have a ledge on the front or in the back, or if I do, it's very minimal. So don't just throw your intake manifold on there. Place your intake manifold, and then look at where it is, center to center, and that's where you want to bolt it down. You don't want to bolt it on and have a big ledge on one side, and then a small ledge or no ledge on the other. If anything, you want everything to be as equal as possible, and that goes from front to back and side to side too. So that's a tip. As I stated in previous episode, that these rockers are definitely rubbing. This is a pretty decent example of one that was getting dug in pretty deep. So what I'm doing right now is clearancing them all. I ain't gonna be able to hold my phone and do this. I have a flexible shaft grinder, so you can do this with any type of grinder. You just need a good carbide bit, and pretty much your end result will be sound like this. You're taking I'm gonna take the groove out, but I'm not gonna take a lot of material. You don't want to weaken the rocker itself. There is material here specifically to clearance, and like I stated before, they weren't touching when I initially installed it. But when this rocker is going up and down and following its travel, that spring is bouncing up and down and is also oscillating. So it's moving around a little bit, and it moves around just enough that especially at RPM, this rocker is flapping around like crazy, and that spring is oscillating the same way. So Uh, if I didn't catch this, would something bad would have happened? Most likely not. But it's something that uh, you know, is better that nothing touches. In general. It is possible that it catches a retainer, cocks a retainer enough to pop the locks out. That is a possibility. Um, but realistically, you know what? No, I say that it's still a possibility. So I'll clearance this one. You see how big that groove is. I mean, you definitely it's not even like catch a nail. You know it's there. And I show you how it looks after I'm done. And bada bing, bada boom, right? So that's how it ended up. Took me, 2-3 minutes. So it doesn't take long, but you just want to make it smooth. Now you could go all the extra mile and polish it or whatever, and I'm not gonna do that. But what I am gonna do is, my friend has what's that the cleaner? It's called. Ah man. Mm, it's electric with the water. You know what? After I'm done with these, we're just gonna go over there and I'm gonna put it in there. And hopefully by then, and the net's cut, I know what the name is, but it's gonna, really give this a good cleaning. And I'm not gonna have any metal shavings hidden. Like right now, I mean, you can't even tell. Let me see if I turn the light on. Bang. But you see, I got metal, you know, and even if you blow on it really good, you still might get a little metal everywhere, and you don't want that anywhere near your engine. That that could be a problem. So I'm gonna finish these rockers, and then we'll jump over and we'll put it into that wash. The name that I was looking for to call this thing, the ultrasonic cleaner. So what I'm gonna do is throw those parts to clean while I get ready for work on the kitchen table while my wife is not here. So shh, I'm gonna clean these parts up, and hopefully tomorrow I do the final assembly and this motor is gonna be ready to go. Broke Jill builds, like, share, and subscribe. Look how good these came out. These came out real good. My precious.